The Turkish Grand Prix is a Formula One motor race held at the Istanbul Park circuit. Designed by Hermann Tilke, the race was part of the Formula One World Championship between 2005 and 2011. Before making a return in 2020 following major schedule changes due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The race was scheduled to be held as part of the 2021 season, but was postponed due to COVID-19 pandemic in Turkey. Because of the nature of the circuit, the 2005 Turkish Grand Prix weekend saw exciting on-track action, with many drivers spinning off throughout the weekend due to pushing too hard. Particularly at turn 8 where Juan Pablo Montoya ran wide with 2 laps to go following a tangle with the Jordan of Thiago Monteiro. This allowed Fernando Alonso to take second place behind Kimi Raikkonen, an event which had a significant bearing on their battle for the World Championship headed towards its culmination. A year later, Felipe Massa took his first pole position and victory at Tuzla. The Ferraris were 1-2 in early stages of the race, with Massa ahead of Michael Schumacher. White Antonio Liazzi's spin brought out the safety car and the Ferraris had to pit on the same lap. Alonso was able to get past Schumacher and the order stayed until the end of the race. Massa repeated in 2007 ahead of his new teammate Raikkonen. In 2008, the race was held in May. 2-stopping Massa won the race ahead of 3-stopping Lewis Hamilton, although Hamilton had passed him during the race. For 2011, the race was put in doubt because Bernie Ecclestone wanted to double the fees for hosting the race. Ecclestone later confirmed, however, that it would feature on the 2011 calendar, which would expand to 20 races with the addition of the Indian Grand Prix. On the 30th of July 2011, it was announced that the Turkish Grand Prix would not be on the calendar from 2012. Due to a lack of agreement on the annual cost, the race organizers claimed that the hosting fee was too high, while Ecclestone blamed poor promotion for the race's lack of profitability. On the 9th of January 2013, the government chose not to approve the Formula One deal that would have held the race in Tuzla in 2013. The project, set to cost Turkey around $20 million in total, needed to receive $13 million of state funding. The government, however, did not give its approval, and the project fell through. The winner of the inaugural Turkish Grand Prix was Kimi Raikkonen. The fastest race lap was achieved by Juan Pablo Montoya in 1:24.770, a time which is yet to be surpassed. The 2006 Turkish Grand Prix was won by Felipe Massa, who led from start to finish. Fernando Alonso came in second and 7-time world champion Michael Schumacher in third. The fastest race lap was achieved by Michael Schumacher in 1:28.005. As part of the podium ceremony after the 2006 race, the winner's trophy was presented by Mehmet Ali Talat, who was introduced to television viewer via the captions as the President of the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus, a state which is recognized only by Turkey. The FIA announced they would be investigating this incident as a possible breach of the organization's political neutrality. The identity of the person who would present the winner's trophy was left to the last minute, leaving the FIA no time to veto the choice. Some commentators feared this incident could jeopardize the future of the Turkish Grand Prix, and possibly also Turkey's round of the World Rally Championship, another FIA-sanctioned series. It was concluded with a $5 million fine, which was later reduced by half. The winner of the 2007 Turkish Grand Prix was the Brazilian Felipe Massa, who won the race for the second year in a row, having qualified in pole position. During the press conference following the race, he commented that the Istanbul Park was the track where he made his career turn around and finally began winning races. He also praised the track as well as the city. The fastest race lap was achieved by Kimi Raikkonen in 1:27.295. The winner of the 2008 Turkish Grand Prix was the Brazilian Felipe Massa, who won the race for the third year in a row, also starting in pole position. The fastest race lap was achieved by Kimi Raikkonen in 1:26.506. The winner was the British Jenson Button of Brawn GP, with Australian Mark Webber and Germany's Sebastian Vettel of Red Bull Racing completing the podium. The fastest race lap was achieved by eventual winner, Jenson Button, with a 1:27.579. The winner was Britain's Lewis Hamilton of McLaren, with teammate and countryman Jenson Button in second and Australian Mark Webber of Red Bull Racing in third. Webber had started in pole position and had been leading the race until he collided with teammate Sebastian Vettel. Sebastian Vettel won the 2011 event for Red Bull Racing, ahead of teammate Mark Webber and Ferrari's Fernando Alonso. The race featured the greatest recorded number of pit stops and overtaking maneuvers in a dry race in F1 history. Due to the